Hi everyone, both man and woman, we should be very careful on who we go on date with through social media. Sheriff and Osojian, we are very broke and needed money to live large. When I mean large, I mean larger than life itself. Because they wanted it fast, get rich quick syndrome. They might have been too pressured by the society or peers. When they realized that we are not meeting up, they decided to do money ritual. So one day, in their quest to find the Baba that will do the money ritual for them, they had to leave their state, Edo State, and travel to Ogun State. They visited a native doctor by name Monday that specializes in money-making ritual. After the consultation with Monday, he agreed to do the ritual concussion for them called Oshole, that will give them 200 million naira within 7 days, but on one condition. The condition is that they would have to pay the sum of 800,000 naira to enable him gather the things needed to formulate the ritual concussion. Unfortunately, one of the things needed was the body part of a young lady within the age of 18 to 20. Sheriff and Oshojian were devastated on hearing that, but because they were too desperate to make this money, they agreed and made the payment to Monday to start formulating the Oshole as soon as possible. After receiving the payment from them, Monday contacted another native doctor called Oluwaloreshe to source for the human parts. He told Oluwaloreshe that he is in need of a body part of a young lady that he will use for ritual. Oluwaloreshe told him that he had none available. Then Oluwaloreshe told him that he knew another dream man called Jamil who could give him the human body parts. But unfortunately, Jamil around that time had none. So they continued contacting various men in their search to get the female body parts until they found another Juman called Abidemi who promised them that he could get one and that it would cost them the sum of 600,000 naira. Mondo begged, pleaded, bargained with Epidemi to reduce the price, and eventually he ended up paying 200,000 naira only. Now, this is where it got interesting. Epidemi set out hunting for the human body parts for Monday. Now, it happened that Epidemi is just an apprentice in the shrine where he works at. So he told his boss, Adebayo, about the human parts deal he struck with Monday. So after telling his boss gave him a go-ahead order, and then they came up with a plan on how to provide the human body parts. Their plan was to engage with a lady on one of the social media apps and invite her over for a date and then kill her and give her body parts to Monday. Now, Adebayo searched on social media and found a lady called Kajidat and started chatting with her. They chatted for some days, and when he gained her trust, he invited her over for a date at a hotel. Unfortunately, when they met at the hotel for the date, it's alleged that he drugged her and took her straight to the shrine. Immediately they got there, Abidemi, his apprentice, killed her, butchered her, and then sent her body parts to Monday, the main native doctor that needed the human parts to create the ritual concussion called Oshole. Monday used Kajida's body parts and some other animals to formulate the ritual concussion that will make Sheriff and Osojian 200 million naira richer within 7 days. He then handed it over to Sheriff and Osoja, his friend, and they returned back to their base, Edo State. However, Kajida's family, on the other hand, were searching for her because her phone was switched off and she hasn't been seen nor returned home for days after going for that date with Adebayo. Kajida's family reported her disappearance to the police, and the police began investigations. Not long into the investigations, the police discovered what actually happened to Kajidat. The police then arrested every single person involved in the crime, including Sheriff and Osojian in Edo State. After arresting the people involved in the killing of Kajidat, the police conducted a search in Adebayo's shrine and found 10 female handbags, obviously belonging to his previous victims, 2 25-liter gallons filled with human parts, and 2 cement sacks containing human bones. This discovery showed that he has been in this business for a very, very long time. But guys, the most shocking part of this story is that the ritual concussion which Monday formulated for Sheriff and his friend Osojian, the main thing that actually led them to the murder of Kajidat, never worked. They didn't see Sheshe. In fact, they became poorer than before. It was alleged that the reason why it didn't work is because Kajidat was a 30-plus lady. She wasn't within the age bracket of 18 to 20 that was needed for the ritual. They did not only waste their time and their 800,000 naira, but they also ended up destroying their own lives and the life of an innocent girl. Come what may, the case is still ongoing, and according to the police, they will be charged to court as soon as possible. Let's be vigilant out there. Thank you. Stay safe.